Welcome back to today's edition of Sports to the Bone. Now, today we want to take a look at West Indies cricket. Over the years, we have all heard the saying that West Indies cricket is finally turning the corner. Now, over the past couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we have been hearing from the WICB, that is the West Indies Cricket Board. Now, according to them, they are looking towards the future. So they are looking at younger players who will be able to take West Indies cricket team forward. Now, as cricket fans, we want to look at a couple of the players that were left out of this out of a squad that was recently announced. Well, basically they announced a 2020 squad, a 50-over squad. So those two squads were announced to take on Afghanistan and Ireland in the near future. Now we see players like Dinesh Ramdin, Chris Gayle, Darren Bravo, those players who some persons would have probably expected to see get a call up. All those players were left out. I mean, it is very good to see that they are actually selecting some young players. Because young Brandon King got called up, Kemo Paul got called up, and a couple more of the younger players that did very well in the CPL. So, obviously they are looking forward to the future as regards to age. Now, the two bombshell that was dropped a couple of weeks ago by the WICB is that of naming Kieron Pollard as the 2020 and the 50-over captain, and also bringing in back Phil Simmons as head coach. I mean, bringing in back Phil Simmons as head coach is probably a good move at this point in time. So obviously they are looking for new strategies, because I mean what West Indies team has been dishing out over the past months or over the past 2 years, I mean it's nothing. So bringing in Phil Simmons probably is the way forward. And I mean, Phil Simmons is a very experienced coach. He's also very accomplished. Looking at Phil Simmons' record from 2007 to 2015, he had a successful stint with Ireland, where during that point in time, Ireland actually qualified for all the major ICC events. So, the 2020 World Cup, the 50-over World Cup, all those. So, there's a very good track record there for Phil Simmons from 2007 to 2015 with Ireland. Now, in the latter part of 2015, Phil Simmons was invited to be the head coach of West Indies cricket team. And I mean, we actually saw improvement, because it was during that same time, that period of time, that West Indies actually won their second 2020 World Cup. After winning the 2020 World Cup, the team was going on very good. But we as Caribbean people, we know how the politics is in West Indies team. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if the coach is giving the result or if the captain is producing the result. Sometimes we find that there has to be a change for whatever reason. Now, Phil Simmons left shortly after that and went to Afghanistan. He was a batting coach, and then he was appointed as head coach of Afghanistan, where he actually did very well. Now, fast forward to October 2019, Phil Simmons is back at it again, being the head coach of West Indies cricket team. Having recently won the 2019 staging of the CPL. So he's coming off a victory as regards to a big tournament, be it just a 2020 tournament. Now, one of the first decisive move that we see Phil Simmons actually carry out after being appointed is sacking Jason Holder as the 2020 and 50 over captain. He appoint Caroline Pollard from Trinidad was appointed. And I mean, as regards to Caroline Pollard, he's a very competitive cricketer. His leadership skills and his leadership qualities, they have all been shown throughout the CPL. So leading a team, I doubt leading a team will actually be a problem for for Pollard. His leadership quality, as I said before, his willingness to die for the team per se is it's there for everybody to see. What I am concerned about, and what I think West Indies supporters might be concerned about, is how Pollard will contribute to the team, separate apart from captain the team as regards to batting. Because seeing that they have selected a young team or a young squad to work with, we know that Pollard will be expected to do a lot of the batting. Now, if one should take a look at Pollard's 50 over average and his 20 over average, then we will see that it's not the best. Having played 101 50 over matches for West Indies, Caroline Pollard has so far managed to amass 2,289 runs with a high score of 119. Now, if we should break down that 2,289 runs, we would see that his average is just a mere 25.7. As regards to his 2020 average now, he has played 62 matches. He has so far managed to score 903 runs with the highest of 63 with an average of 21.5. Now, it is good to say that you are bringing in somebody to lead the youngsters, but at the same time, you have to be able to lead from the front as a captain. And if you are not able to lead from the front, then it will be very hard for you to actually speak to players that are not performing. So that is basically where West Indies cricket is at now. The fact that he is just averaging a mere 25 and 21 in 50 over and 2020 respectively, then it is clear to see that he wasn't appointed based on his record as relates to batting. He was basically appointed based on his leadership qualities. So we as supporters are basically hoping that this young crop of players will they will be able to fulfill what we have been hearing over the years, that West Indies is finally turning the corner. So, some persons might say that Pollard haven't played for West Indies in a 50 over game for a while now. So, some persons might be looking at it and saying that it's actually unfair to just bring him back in the team and give him the captainship. But I mean, if you are going to sack Jason Holder in a time like this as the 50 over captain and 2020 captain, and Ramden is not there, Chris Gayle is not there, and if you are planning to bring Pollard back in the team, then it basically works out itself. He would basically have to captain the team, because without the Sina Bravo, without a Chris Gayle, a Dinesh Ramden, then I guess Pollard would be the person next in line for captainship. So I mean, West Indies cricket board, they have made a very bold move and a very bold statement by just taking in back Pollard into the team and handing over the captainship to him. So we are basically hoping that things will work out for the greater good, because I mean, we all want to see West Indies cricket back on top. And this crop of players that we have now, they are very talented players. So hopefully Pollard will be able to lead them around that corner, so to speak. I mean, these are just my views on what's happening. So, my opinion, I mean, persons will see it differently, but one and all, we are we are all hoping that West Indies cricket will be able to turn this long corner that they have been going around for so long. We are here waiting and watching to see what is next. So that is basically what's happening with West Indies cricket right now. So hopefully the corner will be negotiated properly. So that's it for this edition of Sports to the Bone.